Hey, gorgeous. I want to have a conversation with you today with regards to the concept of self-leadership, more specifically in how I am referring to it in my day-to-day writings. Hey, my name is Al Nash. I am the founder of the Unapologetic Women Global Rempowerment Dynasty. If we haven't met before, welcome to my world. And if you know me, say hi in the comments so we can have a conversation about this. Self-leadership. One of those words that's loaded with so much and yet has room for so much more. Now, I think that a really good place for us to start is for me to distinguish between a self with a capital S and self with a lowercase s. See, the thing that most people don't know about my work is that it is spiritual in its very foundation. And everything that I share is based on spiritual laws and feminine principles. When I'm referring to self with a capital S, I am referring to what some refer to as your higher self. Some call it soul. Some call it God, God presence, source energy. I like to call it my inner being, my inner self, for it is who I truly am. The small letter self is my human self, the owl wacky woman that most of you get to meet in our conversations and that the world gets to experience from me. This is not the self that leads in my life. It is the capital letter self that I'm referring to, allowing myself to connect with my deeper wisdom, higher consciousness, to lead me in my life and with regards to the decisions that I make. And it's really easy to recognize because this self is the frequency of divine love. And so anything that bubbles forth from divine love, that feels like divine love, I know is guidance from myself. And that self leads and myself follows. Because I know that everything that is going to be unfurling due to this leadership is going to be delectable, delicious, and deeply satisfying for me, because that's how I choose to have my life work out for me. But there is another layer to the self-leadership. And this one comes with quite a bit of responsibility for who we are, who we choose to be, and how we choose to live our legacies. For we lead the universe. Where we put our focus, we literally lead universal source energy to create more. Self leads universe. And self leads me. So how do you understand self-leadership? And more importantly, what else is available to you when you really allow yourself to sit and dwell in the leadership from self, soul, God, inner being, and leading the universe? I'd love to hear what comes up for you in this. Now, if you are a woman who finding yourself in that space of wanting to explore more about these concepts, a woman who desires to have a space which is unbounded, where there's no judgment, there's no critique, there's no paradigm for you to fit into, so that you can explore more of who you are and calibrate to that, so that you can live life truly on your own terms. If that is something that you're craving, then I invite you to book a consultation with me and let's have a conversation of what this could look like for you. At the end of the day, I do believe that we get to live our legacies, and I choose to live mine unleashed, unlimited, and unapologetic. Have an amazing day further. Until our next conversation. Cheers.